website is one of the most important requirement for any business. There's no doubt website is important. And if you are able to create a website that looks 3D, that looks premium, that looks hyper uh, professional, you get much better results in your business. I can see you one of the 3D website that I created using the Claude code. I built, redesigned my whole website recently. You can see the beautiful animations over here, right? These 3D elements, how it is working. Yeah, just look at that. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a 3D website like this or in a different way, totally from scratch with the help of the Claude code, without any coding, without anything else. It's simple process, right? Step by step process. I'll cover everything. So let's stick with this video and I will show you how you can build your own business website. Either you are building for your portfolio or your business or for your agency. You can do this. Let's see the process. So for this, we are going to use three different tools basically. First is Google Gemini and then a Banana Pro so that we can get the images that we want for it. Okay. I already created some images over here that I wanted. So this website that we are going to create, it's a test demo that I'm going to show you. So you know how you can create the 3D website. Whatever business you are doing, you can do that. All right. So here I'm going to create a 3D website for a phone. Okay. So I create a studio looking image, professional image with a black background of a phone of a modern futuristic phone. And then divide that into the different parts. After I did that, I got two different frames over here. Okay. One is the previous frame, one is the second frame. Now, similarly, for whatever niche you are in, either it's a physical product or a service, or you can use your imagination to come with the idea for the image. Okay. Because we're going to convert that image into the video. So you need first frame and the last frame of that whole video, how it should look like, what you want from it. All right. So I want this phone to be break into the parts, right, that we can show on our page. Okay. And this is what we are looking for is building the scroll animation. When we scroll, this happen. Okay. So here for the converting image to video, I use try two different tools. First, for the image, you can use the Google Gemini Nano Banana Pro model that will help you to generate beautiful image. Once you have that image, go to the link, right? I use this tool over here and the Kling model to generate the video. I also tried the same on the Adobe Firefly. It's not that bad, but I like the option on the Kling much better. You can see this, okay? And it happens the animation in this way, which is good, decent. And let's see the one from the Kling. So you see this one is looking more seamless and more better than the Adobe Firefly. So I'm going with this model. Now, once you have the video ready, what you have to do, you have to use the Claude code. Okay, if you already have a Claude code desktop application, that is good because we are going to use a desktop application for this. Okay, now I will download this video first. And for this whole designing of the 3D website, I already have a very long prompt for this. They describe everything on how to make this 3D website. And you just need to copy and paste this prompt on the Claude code and it will help you to build your 3D website. Okay. The process to use this prompt is first of all, in case if you are going to use the scroll animation over here, just like we are going to do, then you need to convert your video into the frame. So for that, you need to use this. If you are going to run this on the command prompt in the terminal, then you need to copy and paste this code. But over here, I am just going to tell AI about this. So I will open this folder location, or I can simply go to the Claude and copy the file name. Okay, here copy as path. Okay, now I will tell it here is the link of the video. Convert this into uh, images of multiple frames with the FPS of 24. So you can set the 24 FPS or the 10 FPS. 10 FPS will make the website faster. 24 FPS will make it a little it's just like make the video looks more smoother. So I'm going with the 24 FPS. You can go with the 10 or 24 or 50 FPS, even more higher as well. Over here I wanted to bypass the permission, so it just do the work without asking for the permissions again and again. Just make sure you choose the folder where you want this to happen. So I give it the link of the video and I want it to convert into the multiple frames. Okay, and then I will click enter. Now what it will do, it will convert the whole video into the multiple frames images, and later on we will use these images, these frames into the website to create the scrolling animated 3D website. And I'll show you this in a minute. Let's get this one done first. So now, as you can see over here, first it checked that FFmpeg is available because that is what it needed to convert the video into the frames. And when it found that this is available, it simply extract the frames. The video was already in the 24 FPS, so it created the 121 frames from that and stored all the frames over here. So we have the frames ready. Now what we have to do, we go back on our doc and copy this whole prompt. You can get this whole prompt for free from my membership. You can join a trial of my membership. It is completely free. The link is in the description. You can just go there, join a trial. If you like the membership, the value that I provide or there, you can stay in the membership, right? And you can get this whole prompt for free from over there. All right. So now jump back over here, and I will paste this prompt. Okay, and I'll simply tell it use the frames that you generated above and create a 3D website for us. Okay. Now what it's gonna do, it will gonna create the 3D animated website. If it has some questions, it will ask us those questions and it will use that image, those frames that it generated. Just make sure you describe more of what kind of website you are looking for, what is the theme, what is the about your brand, about your business. I didn't give an in description. I just gave it like use this. So I know if Claude is much smarter on when it comes to the images, it understand what we need, what we are looking for. So over here, if it asks me some questions, I will give it. But just make sure when you paste this prompt, you describe about your business, what kind of website you're looking for, what is your theme about your website, so it can create similar to that. All right. Now it is thinking and working on it. Let it do that work and we see the steps that it will create to go further. All right. Now, one more thing over here that I wanted to make sure you know is I choose the bypass permission, even though it's not a very good option to always choose. But if you don't use the bypass permission, it will keep asking you the different commands to run and ask for the permissions again and again. So if you are okay to sit in front of your computer and giving all the permissions and accept the permissions multiple times, you can, instead of choosing the bypass permission, you can choose ask permission. But I don't prefer that, so I'm giving the bypass permission. At the same time, it helps you to not go and manually allow each permission, but it's a bit riskier at the same time because now Claude Code can actually read the files in your system as well. So just make sure if you are doing this kind of stuff where we are using the bypass permission, you run this whole Claude Code in a separate computer. That will be more safer for you. So it don't hurt any of your files. I'm just running it to show you on my main computer, but just my suggestion, don't do that on your main computer. If you wanted to use a bypass permission, use on a separate computer, keep your data safe. Now you can see over here, it is running the task that we gave it. At the same time, it is looking for to-dos it need to do. So you can see exploring the project context, asking the clarifying questions one at a time. So if you haven't gave it the requirements from the first hand about what is your needed, it will ask you those questions. So it knows what kind of website you are looking for. All right. So here, first question, where should the site live and how will you open serve it? Inside this, directly in this, what folder? So I will simply choose A. Okay. And later on, once your website is ready, once the code is ready, we can simply deploy the whole website on the live. That is not difficult. Okay. You have the Vercel where you can deploy, or there are many more tools available. You need to simply copy and paste the whole directory that it will give you, and your website will be live immediately. All right. So now it is asking us three approaches for implementation structure. One is single index.html, which is recommended as per this. Everything in one file, inline CS, inline JavaScript, CDN imports, or three. Open with npx server, VS Code Live server, pros, zero build setup, fully portable, easy to share. Option B, vanilla multi-file, HTML, CSS, JavaScript split. And option C, React plus White. Pros, best DX, free syncing, proper npm packages for 3.js. As cons, require node npm build step more, boilerplate for a demo. Best for if this will grow into a large site. So I will prefer to go with the C right now, even though it's recommending A. Yes, you can go with the option A and B if you wanted to do faster and a simple one. Let's try the option C over here this time and see how it goes. Okay. In case if you feel it harder after getting it ready, that it's you feel it harder to deploy, you can choose the option B later on. It will rebuild the whole thing in the option B. That is not problem at all. But I prefer to go with the latest technologies like the React and the Byte so that we can get the best possible outcome and nothing just simple outcome, right? Because I need the 3D and effectively seamlessly looking website which is professional and feels good as well. So it is now design 3D scroll animated websites, Excel 1, project structure and tech stack, and it give the whole structure of that, right? How this whole website folder will gonna be structured. So we have multiple files. We have y.config.js. We have package.json file, index.html, which is the main file, of course. Then on the src, we'll have multiple folders, multiple files. On the public, we have the frames files. And dependencies that we are using over here is React, React DOM, 3, GSAP, GSAP React, right? So this is all this structure was good. Yes, please go ahead. Sometimes it's gonna ask you certain questions. So just make sure you are there to see those questions in the start, and then when it started with the coding part, right now it is in the planning phase. On the planning phase, it will ask you certain questions. When the planning is done, coding is started, then you don't need to be there if you already choose the bypass permission as the option. So as you can see over here, it write the specifications, the implementation plan for the whole website after doing the all review and everything and fixing any kind of error if there's any that needed. And now we have the whole design implementation plan ready. We can simply go to copy this link and open over here. All right. So I have the anti-gravity installed. So it opens in the anti-gravity for me. If you have the different software like the VS Code or something else installed, it will open over there for you. Now you can see the implementation plan it created, the tag stack, the folders, the files, the frame canvas, design structure, common details that it will be there. Okay. All the files that will be there, scroll animations that we're gonna use, trigger, text, choreography, and everything. Now, if you wanna go through that talk, like to see it in detail, you can go. But I usually just don't go in detail on those things. The first draft it create is good enough. We can simply go and say it looks good. Let's go ahead and build it. All right. Now it will start building the whole things. The implementation plan is ready. How it's gonna implement the whole website, what tools it's gonna use, what technology it's gonna use. It plan everything. Now it's simple, actual building the whole website. So let's see what it's gonna do. So it's using the skill, launching a skill things in superpower writing plan. Okay. So I think it will create the content first and then it will jump on the actual implementation of the coding. Let's do that and get the website ready. Our website is now ready over here. So first draft that it created, it was not too good. There was a bit of changes that I needed, so I asked it to do some tweaks, and now the final output is really amazing. And that I want to show you. So it will open this terminal for you when the website will be ready. Simply click on this local host, and that will gonna open the website for you on your Chrome browser or whatever browser you are using. Now you can see this loading experience looking beautiful, and you can see this. Now this part we can do some tweaks over there, of course, like having some more content and having something on the right, but the magic is down here. So look at this. Now we are getting the text on the left, scrolling animation, and this phone. Look at this, how seamless and beautiful it is all looking. Isn't it great? So you can build something like this 3D animated website that will move completely with when you scroll, right? Like this. And it's so looking amazing. When you make your website look 3D, it attracts more attention. People stay more time because it it gives them some kind of reason to, yeah, to there, see and scroll. Once you build that, you will get much better view for your website, much better look for your whole website. So I hope you found this video helpful. How now you know how you can make this 3D website with the help of using Claude Code in a simple step-by-step process. Nothing complicated. One thing for sure, it may take some time from the for the Claude Code to build, deploy a whole website, like doing the coding, fixing and doing this stuff. That gonna consume some time, right? But you can let that whole thing happen in the background, and you on the front end you can do your work. That is like good thing about it. So I hope you found this video helpful. You can subscribe to this channel if you wanted to learn more about how you can use AI in your practical day-to-day life in your business to actually grow your business, to save time, and for the real implementations with the AI in your business. You can join my membership. I talk about the practicality only on how you can use AI in your business to save time, to make more money, and to be more efficient and productive. All that, I will see you in the next video. The link of the membership is in the description. You can start with the trial, and you can stay there if you love it. I'll see you there. Goodbye.